So this is a vlog that I never hoped in life that I would have to make. I've watched my fair share of them from other YouTube moms, and I just never wanted it to have to be my turn to share an experience like this. But unfortunately, sometimes things in life happen and you just gotta roll with the punches. So I wanted to tell you guys that last week I actually had a miscarriage. We found out on February 26th, it was a Wednesday, that I was pregnant, and I started having bleeding that following Sunday. So before I really get into the heart of the story, I'll just tell you guys a little bit about trying to conceive this baby. So I went off the pill in November and gave myself just some time to adjust, and we didn't really try. And then in December, we started actually really trying to conceive. And we tried December and January and didn't get pregnant. And then February, obviously, we did get pregnant. So it only really took us about 2 months of trying, which was very different than what we tried with Emma. I went off the pill and we tried for probably a good 9 months before we actually got pregnant with her. So it happened much quicker, much easier this time than it did the first time around. And I remember finding out that day, and I was so excited to tell my husband, and it just felt really, like, it just felt different. And I don't know if it felt different because I've been pregnant before and I know what it's like to find out you're pregnant, or if it felt different because maybe somewhere deep inside I just knew that something was not gonna pan out with this baby. I'm still trying to kind of figure that out, like where that different feeling came from, but it just felt different. And yeah, so we found out on Wednesday. We decided that we were gonna tell our immediate family on Saturday. And so we went to my in-laws and we told them, and we told all of my, brothers and sisters and my husband's brothers. And so all of our family knew. And then Sunday afternoon, it was about 12 p.m., I went to the bathroom and wiped and saw that there was blood, and immediately my heart sank and I just started panicking, kind of like, oh my gosh, this can't be good. And it wasn't. I bled all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then I woke up Monday morning and it was heavier than it was the night before, and I just knew that there wasn't gonna be a pregnancy. There wasn't gonna be an end result of a baby. And Monday I went to, I called the nurse line on Sunday, and they said, just kind of keep an eye on it, and if it becomes really bad, you need to go to the hospital because we don't want to put you in any type of danger. And the nurse was really sweet, and she was really reassuring, and she's like, it could just be nothing, and this happens sometimes, but if it is a miscarriage, there isn't anything that you can do to change it. Like, it is what it is. And so, just kind of preparing you, I guess, is the best way to say it. Monday then I followed up with my clinic. They had me come in to do a blood draw to count my HCG levels, and the blood work came back and it was a 9. And I knew at that point, it wasn't, I already knew before that, but that kind of like validated to me. But they wanted me to come again 2 days from then to do another blood draw to compare the 2 HCG levels. On Monday, I did have some blood clots that I passed, and so I just knew it was, it was done. It was over, and it was really hard. Even though I was only 5 weeks pregnant, I don't even know when, it probably didn't even make it to 5 weeks, to be honest with you. I just still felt really disappointed. We were so excited because my due date was gonna be the end of October, early November, and we were gonna have a new baby for the holidays, and it was just perfect timing. It was gonna be, before Emma turned 3, and just there was a lot of excitement about it. We had told all of our families, and I feel like that was the most difficult part was having to then go back and tell everybody that, I had miscarried and we lost the baby. And it sounds crazy, but you kind of feel like, in a sense, like you've let everybody down, even though it's completely beyond your control and there's nothing you can do. I feel like that was the most difficult obstacle. Through all of the emotions of having to tell everybody, it was really hard. And I don't know, like, my husband was an amazing support. We have an amazing family. Everybody was incredibly supportive and thoughtful, and I feel like that aspect of it was the hardest part. I don't know. So that's kind of what's been going on. With us, I went to my doctor today to follow up, and he said everything appears like it did exactly what it was supposed to do. My body did exactly what it was supposed to do. He said there's nothing at all to be concerned about, as far as getting pregnant again and having a full-term healthy pregnancy. I had a perfect pregnancy with Emma, and so I know that, it's gonna happen again. And as far as trying again, we absolutely will. It's not something that I'm gonna talk about, just like I didn't talk about trying with this pregnancy. I just, for me, feel like that's kind of an area that I like to keep private until I'm ready to share it. And so we're gonna take some time to kind of just regroup and let myself, my body, everything kind of work through what it needs to work through. And in the meantime, we're just gonna kind of just take a break, just take a break and not have to like worry about anything or really try, or just break, I guess is the best way to say it. So as far as myself, I'm doing good. It was a hard week, and I kind of had a lot to work through in the beginning, for sure. You have a lot of emotions. You have a lot that you're not ready to like process. And so my husband was just really, really sweet, and he just really helped me through that. And of course, as I always say, my relationship with the Lord is what makes me strong. It's what makes me get through tough things in life. I know my God, He is the author of life. He's not the author of death. So this is not a part of His plan, and it was never a part of His plan for our life. And I know that through it, He's going to bring something good, because He takes everything that is meant for evil and turns it into something good. So I know that, He makes all things work together for our good. And so through this, there will be a lot of good that comes from it. And I know that that baby's in heaven, and this is probably where I'm going to get emotional, but I know that that baby's in heaven, and I know that my mom was there, and she met that baby the minute that it entered the heavenly realm, and she's holding onto it perfectly, until we get there. And it's just really crazy. And like I was telling my husband, I always thought that the next time I was pregnant and the next baby that I had, I would have to be the one explaining to them about my mom and who my mom was. And in reality, that baby's actually with my mom. And so she's the one who gets to tell that baby about me. And it's incredible to really think about that. So yeah, try, just excuse my emotionalness. I can't even talk, but it's really incredible to know that we're gonna see that baby in heaven, and they're never gonna know anything. They're not gonna know about earth. Like, they get to just go right into His presence, which is incredible. So I think I've covered everything. I'm sorry if this is kind of all over the place. I just want you guys to know that we're doing good. Really, we are. I mean, we've gone through a lot in life. It's been a really hard last year of our life. We've gone through more challenges than I've ever would have cared to face in a lifetime, but I just keep trusting in the Lord. He is good. And He makes all things work together for our good. And I guess that's the only thing I can say is, in life, you're always gonna have things that are gonna come up. That's just the nature of life. And you can choose either to be bitter or be better. And we choose to be better. We choose to, work through the challenges, not focus on them, and just continue on in life and be happy and continue to trust God and not be tainted by the things that come up that are going to try and shake your foundation, So yeah, we will definitely try again. We are going to have another baby. I've been getting hundreds of questions about when we're going to have another baby, if we want another baby. And obviously you can tell from this video that we do. We very much do. But it's just going to be a little bit probably longer than we were hoping. But I know that we will have a perfect little baby, and it'll be God's perfect timing, and they're going to be just the most amazing little addition. So I guess that's it. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely feel free to leave them below. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.